Hello everyone and welcome. This is Judy coming to you from By Scrapbook Loft, and thank you so much for taking time to visit with me. I really appreciate it. What I'm doing today, the video I'm making today, is for the April kit card kit, for Simon Says Stamp, and I've made some cards, and I've already put the box away. I'm not going to tell you everything that was in it. There's all kinds of videos with someone doing a box opening. So, especially the ladies who are team members for him, demonstrators. Yes. So this is my favorite card, you all. Well, one of them. This is an overlay, acetate overlay, and the way it's on here is strictly by accident. There was some pattern paper in the kit, and I loved it, the one with this big flower on it. So I used it as the front of the card, and I was going to cut one of these strips off of this overlay to put on the edge of the card. So what I did, I laid it down on the card and went to get my glue. And when I turned around and looked at it, I was like, oh, I like that. So I used the whole overlay, and I love it. I love the way it turned out. And it made the card so easy, so simple, pattern paper and an overlay with these stamps on it. And that was in the kit. And then this sentiment was in the March kit, and I just used it in the April. And these are some butterflies from my stash, and got my stamp on here. And you all, that was it for this card. Easy peasy. Love it. And then the kit had these rub-ons. Has a packet of rub-ons in it. And so I took two of the balloons, rubbed them on, and then I took one of the sentiments that had the butterfly with it and rubbed it on, and I love the way this turned out. It made a very pretty card, just all by itself. Very simple, very simple. And I put my stamp on the back. And then this was another piece of pattern paper from it, and in the kit. And then the stamp set, I did keep that out because I like it. I'm going to use it more than just on the cards. It's called A Little Artsy. And so I used it and stamped over top of the flower that was in the pattern paper, which was just a light color of this blue. And I used these circle stamps and put on here, and put some black glitter glue on it. And this ribbon, not this ribbon, but this string came in the kit. And I just love that stamp right there. That's a piece of thread in a needle, and I just love it. And that's what this is here. And then this is a rub-on, one of the butterflies from the rub-on. And then I just stamped hello on here. And that made a very pretty, quick, simple card. Tied that into a bowl, put that in the center, and I'm done. I was done with that. And then this is another piece of the pattern paper that was in the kit. And I just cut it and put it on the front of the card. And butterflies from my stash. This is string from the kit, and I used it here for the body and the little antennas. And then my little gems that I put in the butterflies. And then I used a stamp and I wrote that one, hand wrote that one, and then used a stamp with those, and cut them and just put some glossy accents on them. And you all, the butterflies were white, and I thought, I don't have really anything to match these in here that I wanted to paint with. So the paint that came in the kit was this salvaged patina, because this was for mixed media. And then the Perfect Black Splatter Medium came in it. And so what I did, I thought, I have got nail polish that will match that will go with this. And it's in these butterflies a little bit. And I think it just looks perfect. Just made a pretty little card. Another simple card. I'm leaving, this one here does not blank on the inside, but your birthday be as bright and beautiful as you are. But the other cards are blank on the inside. I'm getting these ready to send to scrapbook.com for Creative Kindness, and they like a lot of them to be blank on the inside. So that's what I did there. And then I used a die that I have layer die, and I cut this card into this shape here with the die, and another piece of the pattern paper, I cut it out with the layer to it. And then I have these butterfly dies here, and let me show those to you. I can't remember. I got them at Hobby Lobby many years ago, so they're either Spellbinders or Sizzix. It's one of those. So, but they're very old, very old. So that's the butterflies, and this is a piece off of a pearl ribbon, and of course the black gems. I did a hello and put glossy accents on it. I put glossy accents on this butterfly, and then I took a rag and I dabbed it, and so that it would dry, kind of rough looking, and it's stiff. It's very stiff. And I've got, of course, on dots, pop-up dots. And then I put glossy accents on this one. I did not put any here. I didn't put any here either. And then I put some glue and put some beads through there for that body. And I did put a blank piece of paper in here for the card. And then I put a stamp, not a stamp, but a label on the back that was gifted to me by Lisa Watson. And that, you all, is that card, which was easy to do. And then there was this card. And I inked the card with Spice Marmalade and Rusty Hinge all over, just inked it all over. And then I embossed it after I did the flower. I stamped the flower on here, this flower here. I think it's a sunflower. I stamped it. No, that's not the way it did it. That's not the way I did it. It came with the stencil in the kit. Okay? A stencil first. Put a stencil down, and then I put some wax, metallic wax, with my finger, with the stencil that was on there, and just rubbed it in there. It's Art Alchemy. I don't know what that says. I can't see it. Anyway, it was rich copper. So I put that on there with the stencil, and then I stamped over top of it. Okay, then I ran it through the embossing folder that has these little well, where is it at? I knew I should have made this video last night. Anyway, I run it through an embossing folder, and it has these little flowers of some kind in it. And then I have a die here that was gifted to me by Lisa Watson, and there was 3 layers of butterflies, but I just used the 2. And then I used Prima, is it Prima? Wax. It's Art Alchemy, same as this other wax. And I waxed over top of those butterflies. Put a little gem in there, got them popped up. And then I did a, this is embossed with Hello. And I inked over it because I did it on white, and I didn't like it on white. White on white, it wasn't showing up. So my dear friend Susan said, well, ink over top of it. The embossing will resist it. And go, well, yeah, duh, I forgot all about that over the years. Thank you, Susan. And so that's what I did. And then I took a rag and I kind of buffed it a little bit. And then this is the string that came in the kit. And I just tied a bow around it. Got that popped up. And that, you all, is the cards that I've made with the April card kit that Simon Says stamp. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for the privilege of your time. Hugs to you from me, and God bless.